A lot of bullets here. Pulte for now looking for a king, a 10, or a 7. Plenty of backdoor draws, including the 3-3. Needs a king, 10, 7, or 3, or this tournament is over. And this tournament is over. Nemo gets the job done. She's stunned, but she's the champion.
Thank you so much, Pulte. It was a pleasure to play against you. Thank you.
Nice job.
Oh my God.
Spend it wisely.
I will.
Okay, 5 push-ups. You guys ready? Ah! Oh my God, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm gonna do it against the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, workout for the day done. Oh. Whew. Like, I truly don't understand. Like, where is this leg going? Okay, so I think it goes like this, right? And then you want to get into, like, this position. Like, I think that's what we're trying to... Ta-da! See? My little fist? It fits perfectly. Proof that I punched it. Like, my fists aren't very big. They fit perfectly into each of these holes. And that's why my hand is, like, beyond bruised. They're quite bad. Oh shit, I should play this. Fudge. Wait, I checkmated? Wow, I'm a genius! Oh, planned! Oh, you know who this is. Your girlfriend? Bertosh's girlfriend? Wait, actually, I was fully joking. I was entirely memeing. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. He's dating a chess player? Good for him, I guess. I don't know if that's a good for him in Polish culture. I don't know what chess players are like in Poland. If you have an ELO, I'm automatically not dating you, so tough luck, buddy. Only dating people who have no idea what the fuck chess is. Alright, okay. I'm scared, guys. Just a little bit. 3, 2, let's go, Nemo! 1. Yeah! Oh my god! That was awesome! Yeah, that was so scary. You did it, you did it! Okay, thank you. It was calm for like a brief second. Right? It was really brief second. And you got the dragon's breath. Okay, thank you so much. What do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach? How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only match.
You should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, you know, it's 2023. We shouldn't imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke? I'm
might get that
21
one.
years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
What's a chess player's favorite TV show?
What?
Pawn Stars. I didn't write these, okay?
Oh god. Oh god.
How do you make a chessboard laugh?
Check.
How?
Tell it a nightmare joke. Why did the chess player go to jail? It's really bad. It's really, really bad, okay?
Yeah, that's why I gave up on guessing it.
Because they can't control their pawn addiction.
It does not even make sense. How did the chess player propose
To their partner.
on a castle?
No. They got down on one knee and said, "Will you be my mate?"
Uh-huh. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, you think chess players are getting girlfriends?
Okay, we can skip that one.
Yeah.
What I have in my hands here
Yes.
are just some little baby noodles. So these are month-old reticulated pythons. Let's go ahead and bring them.
Yeah, I can hold it.
To just support their body.
Support their bodies.
Yes.
You can show them to stream.
Hello.
We love snakies.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of feels like it's choking me.
Oh, she's not holding it.
Okay, this is. She's not
That's just her
trying
body
to.
weight.
That's just. She's just this heavy. Okay, great.
My baby
I feel like I'm getting choked.
Oh my god, Nemo, you are actually fearless.
Alright, now I can go onto this side.
Can I tap out?
Oh my god.
No, it's okay.
Nemo,
I got it.
holy moly. Oh my god.
So lean forward.
Oh my god. This is insane.
Happy 420. Do you know what 420 is?
420?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what 420 stands for?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, chat. He doesn't know what 420 stands for.
Wait, what does 420 stand for?
Yeah, it stands for April 20th. Of course. That's what it stands for. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You have to update me.
Do you know what 69 stands for?
Yeah. I do.
Okay. 420 is when you smoke
that-
weed. Yeah, and it's like 420.
Oh, I think I've actually heard about that. before.
Okay.
I didn't know it was 420.
Alright, you go.
I'm thinking if I move my queen here,
Oh, wait. Where?
like I'll move it to e10.
E10. Where's E10? Wait.
Nothing.
Wait, where is E10? I'm so confused.
Nothing. It's not on the board actually.
Wait, was that a nuts joke or something that I missed?
No. That'd be weird and out of pocket. Anyway,
Look at the chat and Nemo's Twitch channel, loving every minute. 10-6-6. She's gonna have to dodge a lot of bullets here. Pulte for now looking for a king, a 10, or a 7. Plenty of backdoor draws, including the 3-3. Needs a king, 10, 7, or 3, or this tournament is over. And this tournament is over. Nemo gets the job done. She's stunned, but she's the champion.
Thank you so much, Pulte. It was a pleasure to play against you. Thank you.
Nice
Thank
job.
you. Oh my god.
Spend it wisely.
I will.
Okay, 5 push-ups. You guys ready? Ah! Oh my god, I'm slipping. Okay, I'm gonna do it against the doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, workout for the day done. Oh. Whew. Like, I truly don't understand. Like, where is this leg going? Okay, so I think it goes like this, right? And then you want to get into, like, this position. Like, I think that's what we're trying to... Ta-da! See? My little fist? It fits perfectly. Proof that I punched it. Like, my fists aren't very big. They fit perfectly into each of these holes. And that's why my hand is, like, beyond bruised. They're quite bad. Oh shit, I should play this. Fudge.
Wait, I checkmated? Wow, I'm a genius!
Oh, planned! Oh, who know who this is? Your girlfriend? For Tasha's girlfriend? Wait, actually, I was fully joking. I was entirely memeing. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. He's dating a chess player? Good for him, I guess. I don't know if that's a good for him in Polish culture. I don't know what chess players are like in Poland. If you have an ELO, I'm automatically not dating you, so tough luck, buddy. Only dating people who have no idea what the fuck chess is.
Alright, okay. I'm scared, guys. Just a little bit. 3, 2,
Let's go, Nemo!
1.
Oh my god!
That was awesome!
That was so scary.
You did it!
Okay, thank you. It was fun for like a brief second. Right? It was really brief second.
And you got the dragon's breath.
Okay, thank you so much.
What do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach? How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only
That's why
match.
you should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, it's 2020.
Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Good afternoon. Hello. I was trying to maybe decorate the cat tree because I'm not gonna get a tree, but I have a cat tree. So instead of getting a Christmas tree, we can make the cat tree a Christmas tree because Catsko doesn't use it anymore. So anyways, we can't let this $180 cat tree go to waste, right? So I've started filling the middle of this with like little Christmas stuff because my mom actually brought me. Let me show you guys. My mom actually got me a whole bunch of Christmas gifts and stuff. And like I said, my cat is not going to be using. I have this tiny little like Santa Claus hat, which is so cute. We can put this on today. This is like the tiniest little Santa hat. But yeah, she got me like a whole bunch of gifts and things, and like I said, I don't really have a tree, but we're gonna stuff this with all of my Christmas gifts. That is what we shall do. She also got me this awesome cat scarf, also really cute. Honestly, close enough, yeah. We'll put this like on the outside so it looks the most Christmassy, but nothing is... I don't really have anything that's that Christmassy in my room. But anyways, I don't even know what that is. We have like a belt that she got me. And some jewelry. Oh, speaking of the devil, buddy, I was just filling in your cat tree. Because you don't use it. Do you deny these claims? When's the last time we saw you in your cat tree? Yeah, but we were going for the full Christmas vibes, obviously. There's only like 4 days left until Christmas. I actually celebrate Christmas on the 24th traditionally, so, that's always a lot of fun. But we are going to be coaching Hafu Go today. Not Hafu, the Twitch streamer, but Hafu, the YouTuber. And he is very, very, very new to chess. I don't actually know why he wants to learn chess. That's a question that I think I forgot to ask him. So yeah, we're going to be doing that with him because he asked very nicely. So I honestly have no idea why, but he wants to. So thought we might as well as help him out a little bit. I have nothing against helping out a friend. If they want to learn some chess, we can show them the world of chess. But yeah, that is what we are going to be doing. So... bye, Catsko! He did say please. He definitely said please. So yes, we're going to be doing that. This is going to be a very beginner-friendly lesson. Obviously, you guys have hung out with some of my other students before. Wow. He's not happy about it. Catsko, you don't even use your cat tree. When's the last time you guys saw him use his cat tree? No, but seriously. He doesn't even use it. He never goes into that portion of his cat tree. He's literally just doing this because he's territorial. Bro, you don't like your cat tree. He never goes into that portion. He never, ever, ever goes into that. Yeah, he's literally like, now I do. It's the rule of cats. He hasn't even hung out with us recently. He like literally hasn't even been in the room during stream hours. Buddy. There's nothing interesting in there, yeah. That's true. I might have to pay for that. It's okay, I think he's gonna leave now. He doesn't want to hang out with us. Bye, Catsko. Alright, well, he knocked down some chocolate, peppermint, hot chocolate things. So, anyways. Exactly, Cat Logic, do you want it? No. Alright, this is not for you. Now I want it. No, that's literally cats. That's actually cats. But thank you so much, Crystal Ball, for the tier 3 as well. He's now looking around for my stuff, but let's call our student. As you guys know, I might not be the most responsive during lessons, but I don't believe Hafu streams. Hello. Oh.
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. I can't open my camera during streams, which is unfortunate, but if you care at all about the stream, you can go to Twitch. Not that you need to.
I've been watching.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, sounds good. Sorry. Been a little bit delayed by the cat.
Yeah, can the stream hear me right now or no?
Yeah, they can. Let me turn you... I think you've got a good volume. I'll add your camera on so they can see. Do you stream at all?
Never streamed before. This is honestly my first stream.
Wait, what? Sorry?
This is my first stream ever.
Oh, really? Like, you never stream?
Yeah, you took my first, man.
Damn, that's crazy. You've never thought about pressing the go live button on YouTube or something?
Nope.
Wow.
It's way too scary.
Really?
I can't do it.
What's scary about it?
Live is just different, man. Live is different.
That is...
Live is how people get canceled.
Only if you're like, I don't know, even if you get canceled, how bad is it really? Have you watched, do you watch streams at all?
Yeah, I watch streams. I do. I see some clips here and there.
Okay.
I've been watching your stream ever since we got in contact, actually.
Oh, I appreciate that.
A little bit.
Thank you. One of us. Okay, your camera.
Yeah, I like that we're both in the Christmas spirit.
Yes. Do you celebrate Christmas at all?
A little bit.
Okay. I was trying to get my cat to leave the stuff alone. Hopefully he's left now. So we do have matching tops. Do you want to introduce yourself to the stream actually? Because they have no idea why or like who you are, I suppose.
Yeah, hello stream. What's up chat? So my name's Hafu. I'm a YouTuber and what I do is I learn different skills from experts. So I've learned Rubik's Cubes, yo-yos, Shaolin Kung Fu, and today I'm here to learn chess from Nemo.
Hell yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. What's been your favorite that you've learned?
Honestly, Rubik's Cubing, I really got into. Like, I went to, like, Rubik's Cube competitions and stuff like that.
Jeez, how did you do?
I mean, like, I didn't win. I was, like, bottom, like, 3, but I got like a average solve of 42 seconds.
42
It's an official
seconds.
record.
Okay, that's pretty solid. I actually have no idea, like, how hard Rubik's solving actually is. So I'll deem that good.
It's not hard to like get into it. It's hard to get fast.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, 42 seconds sounds super solid. But yeah, so we're gonna be helping Hafu out a little bit here. Do you know Hafu, the streamer?
Yeah, so a funny story about her. She is mentally my enemy because she always takes my gamer tags. Like I used to play a lot of League, and I wanted to use Hafu as my username, but like she always took my username in everything, and even on YouTube.
That's so funny. Wait, so
But you know when YouTube came out.
I actually don't, but
Um,
go on.
Okay, so during there was a period where like YouTube introduced usernames
Uh-huh.
for the first time, like 2 years ago, right? And then you could claim a username. So when I could claim my username, I claim @Hafu. So now on YouTube, I am the Hafu. I'm the OG Hafu.
So you won on YouTube is what you're trying to tell me.
I want on YouTube.
Okay, got it. That's where it matters, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I honestly only found out that you can change that like last week. So,
There we go.
yeah, it's
Nice.
okay. I'm so behind on the YouTube game, but actually, I think what you're doing is super cool. So let's dive into it. I have your username.
Okay, great. Chat, by the way, don't make fun of me because
Yes.
I literally play like 5 games of chess in my life.
It's okay. They are so nice. They're actually, well, a lot of them are also equally new. I would say we have a really good variety of people that also have no idea what is going on. Some of them are extremely, well, I wouldn't even say new. Like, there's this concept that I try to tell people, like, hey, if you don't care about improving in chess, then why would you even expect yourself to be good, right? And I think that's like a philosophy that I tell people all the time. And we actually have this event every week where I give out like 100, well, it's about $100 to like the worst game gets 25 and the best game gets 50. So we also celebrate like bad games in chess. I think it's, I think it's just really important for everyone to remember that, hey, like at the end of the day, it's a game. And even though it carries this like, I don't know, prestige. What are your thoughts about chess and like the chess world as somebody who has never stepped foot in it?
Well, since I've been like planning to do a chess video, I've like watched a bunch of chess content, and all I see on my YouTube homepage now is Gotham Chess and his Magnus Carlsen thumbnails.
Great. All right. Well, you just summed up. You summed up all of the chess world. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that's really all you need. Awesome.
No, chess is cool. I feel like it's a game that like every culture knows, and it's like everybody knows about chess. Kind of like Rubik's Cube in a sense. Like everybody knows about the Rubik's Cube. So everybody knows how hard it is, and once you get into it, you just find like a whole new world, you know?
Yeah, that's really true. But there is a lot of drama in chess and all that stuff. So honestly, it's good that you're.
Are
yeah,
there?
there's a lot. There's a lot of drama.
Are you a part of that drama?
Sometimes. Right now, no, because I'm not participating in any classical chess. But occasionally there is some significant drama between this guy. Well, okay, very long story short, there's a guy, his name's Kramnik. He used to be really good. He's still really, really good, don't get me wrong. But he's been accusing everybody the last, like, basically 2 years of cheating. Every single person. I kid you not. Like, it doesn't matter if you're 12. It doesn't matter if you're, like, 95. Like, if you're on his radar, he's accusing you of cheating. And he just got banned for, like, 6 months or something for instigating all of this stuff. So, anyways.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's been something that's been going on. But I would say overall, okay, like, not actually. There's not actually anybody who's 95. But a bit random. Long story short, the drama keeps chess spicy, and actually I think that's why a lot of people came to know about chess. I don't know if you ever heard of the beads drama.
No, there's so much drama to catch up on.
There is. We're giving you all the fun stuff first.
Give me the tea, spill the tea.
Before you get into the actual game, because the actual game itself can be a little boring, sometimes a little dry, but the beats is a totally different story. So the very short version of it, there was this guy, his name is Hans Niemann. He got accused of cheating by Magnus Carlsen, the guy that you've been seeing in every single thumbnail. So Magnus Carlsen is undoubtedly the best chess player to have ever walked on this planet. Like, for sure, 100%. So obviously facing an accusation like that, people take pretty seriously. Now, the issue with this accusation is that there was no proof. There's no proof. There was no proof then. There was no proof. There's no proof now. So that's a little bit of all that stuff. And what ended up happening was a creator just kind of was like, just reacting to this, right? And then somebody in his Twitch chat told him, like, was suggested that, oh, maybe, because they never figured out, like, why, how, like, if he was, right? They were like, oh, what if he had, like, what if he used beats? What if he used a butt plug? And he was getting
I've heard about this one. I've heard
Okay.
about this one.
Okay, there you go. That's what a lot of
I
people
wasn't too familiar
know.
with the details of it, but I did hear something about butt plugs, vibrations.
Yes,
and
yes. So that's that's the drama before the Kramnik drama. But there's always some drama in chess.
So did they solve the mystery? Like,
They
did
never solved
look up
it.
the guy's butt, or like
No.
no?
They never figured it out. They actually
So,
never.
Okay. Let me ask you this: like, how would you use a butt plug to cheat? Because, like, how does a butt plug tell you where to place your moves?
So a couple of people, really smart people, thought about this, and I think to the point where somebody actually designed like a vibrating butt plug, which I feel like actually kind of fits in your theme of videos. Like, you have a whole bunch of like tech videos, but anyways,
I don't know what channel you're watching. That's definitely not my YouTube channel.
No. They didn't make it like they didn't actually use it, but they hypothesized and they designed it so that it would vibrate. So somebody can send it like digital like code, and like it would vibrate like once for a pawn or something like that. I don't remember it exactly, but there's a few YouTube videos actually where they tried this.
Okay.
So yeah, well timed to be alive. They actually used it though. Wait, I skipped that part. I only saw that the tech.
Wait, so if someone sent that to you, like, would you like test it out for a YouTube video?
Honestly, no, thank you. That sounds like no, just no. But it is the trending
I feel like
joke
that'd
in
go
chess.
viral.
Yeah, but then you'd go viral for all the wrong reasons, which is not necessarily what you want. And I'm sure Hans is not very happy about, what is going on. Unfortunately for him, although he has been offered like $1 million contract by some, anyways. So, yeah, I thought
This
they
is
just...
some really interesting chess lore. I like this.
There's so much chess lore. There's honestly so much chess lore, but you don't need to worry about it. You're just going to be playing some chess.
I don't know, man. The other thing that you talked about sounds pretty enticing.
Maybe we need to change the direction of your
The
YouTube
normal
video.
game is boring compared to what you just said.
No, that's what I'm telling you. This is literally what I'm telling you. The majority of people have like never played a game of chess in their life, but they do know about the beats drama.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, that's the best introduction to chess. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the game, and we're going to actually play a quick casual game. So I'm gonna go really easy on you, and it's going to be not even like timed, just so I'm able to sort of
Gauge my level.
gauge your level. I know you mentioned you played like a few games.
I
Are
play against
you-
bots. I was able to beat the basic level bot.
Okay.
What's his name? The
The
250 elo bot.
I actually don't know who that is, but Martin apparently.
Yeah,
Somebody-
Martin. Yeah, Martin.
Okay, you beat him?
Yeah, beat Martin.
Okay, you know what? I'm having a struggle setting up a board, so instead I'm just gonna drag you into a game. I'll just send you this link. All you gotta do is click it.
Alright.
Yeah. He's strong. I'm actually surprised, this is a bit off tangent, that not everybody who goes onto chess.com the very first time beats Martin. Because for me, I would expect that a company that wants people to sign up would design it so that you can't lose the first game you play, you know? But
That's kind of hard.
but yeah, you
That's kinda
can
hard.
you can just click this link.
Okay. Yeah. Give me 1 second.
No worries. Yeah. Martin too honest to throw games. Yeah.
So, chat. What's everyone's elo here? Like, is everyone a pro in chat?
Some people here do not play a single game of chess. Like,
Okay,
some
they
people
just like
here
to
have,
watch you?
yeah, they just hang out, we vibe. Hema, you're very far from pro, but that's okay. We still love you.
Okay. Wow. I see some 2000s. That's crazy.
There's some people that are like solid. I don't think we occasionally have grandmasters lurking, and then I'm just so embarrassed after it because then they like message me or something and like, oh, I really like what you did today, and I'm like, or like, you should have seen this tactic. I'm just there like, bro, if I knew you were watching, I would have played a little bit more seriously. But anyways, that being said, I think for the most part, people that participate in the chat have some idea of like, yeah, how the pieces move. People like doing puzzles. I don't know if you've tried out the puzzles function yet, but I'll show you if you haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I? Okay, I clicked the link. What do I do now?
Just hang out there. Did you start a game accidentally?
Yeah, I did. But it's okay. I can just leave.
Okay, okay. I figured that might be what happened. The UI is not the most friendly, but here we go. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, just do your best. Your first move should be E4. I'm going to give you some moves. I'm going to feed you moves, and I'll explain as we go why. So a little explanation. Do you see numbers on the side of the board?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you see the letters at the bottom?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so E4 is the pawn in front of your king going up 2 squares.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And you just need to drag it or move it.
Oh, are we in a game right now? I don't.
Oh, you didn't see the game?
No.
The hardest part about starting a chess lesson, honestly, is getting chess.com.
Oh, okay. Never
It's
mind.
okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
There
you
we
see
go.
it?
The
Okay.
invite was at the bottom. Okay. got
Okay,
it.
do you see it now?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
this time you're going to play black, but it's okay, because I'm going to start out with E4. I was just explaining to you the way the board works, and you're going to respond with E5.
Got it.
Yes. So we're just going to
Well,
get
I learned a thing from a chess tutorial. It says like control the center square.
There you go. Okay, you already know it. So the center squares are the 4 squares in the middle of the board. Pretty self-explanatory. You want to control them. You play games like League of Legends and stuff, right? So you understand the importance of controlling mid lane. It's exactly the same concept.
Yeah, I play mid lane.
You do play mid lane? Okay, what do you play mid?
I played Fizz. I was only playing assassins. Kind of
man.
toxic.
That's so annoying. Don't like that. Oh, well, it's okay. I'm an Aurelia player, so it's not much worse. It's not much better.
Yeah. Okay, what do I do now?
So now do you understand the concept of captures?
Yes. I know all the basic rules.
Okay.
We don't need to go
So
over that.
my knight is taking on threatening to capture on E5.
Mhm.
So you want to play a move that defends the pawn and develops at the same time.
All right. So here.
You know, that's actually not that bad of a move, but usually knight to C6 is the better move.
Okay.
Just so you can get a knight out. But honestly, we'll just go over this and then, play the best of your ability, and we'll just kind of get a gauge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I just playing by myself? You're not
Yeah.
gonna guide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, just let me know if you want any help. Here you have a couple of options, like you can take on D4. Actually, I would recommend you to take on D4. Yeah. So, I'll explain the reasoning behind that later. But
All right.
so now you just want to keep controlling the center. You don't have any pawns that you can actually push towards the center, so you want to bring some pieces out. And usually there's a rule of developing knights before bishops.
Okay. What does developing mean?
Developing just means, like, you know how your brain develops? unless you're
struggling with that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, still struggling. I know a lot, but developing basically just means moving your pieces out from their initial position,
Okay, got it.
like leaving their starting square. So that's what development is. And knights tend to develop before bishops because they are shorter ranged. That's a kind of a funny square for your knight to go. So usually you don't want to put knights on the rim because they are dim. That's literally like the slogan. But obviously every rule in chess is meant to be broken, so we're not gonna judge this too hard.
I didn't know the rules, so
Yeah, it's really okay.
Because I'm the dim one.
Yeah, it's really, really okay. So
Because I didn't want it to get captured as c6 by your knight.
yeah, that's valid. However, it's not that bad to swap off the same piece for the same piece. A knight for a knight trade is not the end of the world for you. You do know, like, pawns take diagonally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So as long as you're aware of that and you understand that. So now that you've developed your knights, you can consider developing a bishop. In fact, I would strongly suggest developing a bishop.
All right. I will go develop a bishop somewhere.
Yeah, I would recommend the bishop that's close to your king.
Right.
Because...
So the f8 one?
Yep. And
there's only one square, I can move it.
Exactly. And the reason for this is because you also want to get castled so you are able to get your king to safety. Right? Like, one of the things that you really want to do is not die with your king. So one of the best ways to not have your king die is to move it behind a wall of pawns.
Okay.
Conceptually makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's why you don't... It really, really, really depends. Not every position you actually want to castle, but I would say like 90% of the time at your level, you want to castle.
So castling is a one rule I didn't get to. I did the en passant.
Okay.
Castling I didn't get to. I think it's something to do by moving it like sideways or something like that.
Okay, so castling, you move the king 2 squares. 2. Has to be 2. And always the king, never the rook first. If you move the king 2 squares in either direction that it's able to go, it will castle.
Okay, and by castle, what does it do?
It jumps the rook over your king. So here, for example, you go to g8 with your king.
So I can do this anytime?
Yeah. Well, you can do it whenever the squares in between your king and your rook are open. Which is not always, obviously. But...
And what does this do? Like, why is this good? Just because I can hide behind the pawns?
It hides behind the pawns. Once again, it depends, right? If you pushed up the pawns in front of your king, that'd be a different story. Like, if your pawns were not on f7, g7, h7, it would be a little different story. But usually you want to put the king to the side of the board because in the middle it can get dangerous. You can kind of see how there's a lot of open space in front of your king when you've got... Yeah. And another rule in chess is that you can't castle when you're in check. And you also cannot castle if any of the squares that your king is traveling through would be in check. So let's say, hypothetically, I was threatening the square f8 with something. It's a bit complicated, but it cannot travel through... The king cannot travel through squares that are in check on its way to castling.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just one of the, like, random... There's actually quite a few rules in chess. It's not the easiest game. I'm just going to make, like, a random move just to... have you like
just to troll me?
Not to troll you, just for you to like kind of understand sort of the pacing for chess. This is not technically a bad move, it just doesn't do much. There's moves in chess that are very like tempo driven. So tempo is just, I think, Latin for time, quite literally. Yeah, for example, this is a good move. You're threatening to take my bishop, which usually is a good idea because bishops tend to be a little bit stronger than knights in open positions. So this is an open position. In fact, most e4, e5 positions are open positions, whereas I'll show you later, another type of pawn moves are usually called closed positions. So these tend to be open positions. So your move is good because knights short ranged can hop over pieces, good for close positions. Bishops long ranged can zoom about but can't go through pieces. Better for open positions. Makes a lot of sense. I am going to let you capture it.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yep.
So nice of you.
Yes.
So generous.
Would you have captured that if I didn't like tell you about it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. No, I just
That was the
wanted
point.
Good, because a lot of people make moves and then I'm like, were you even like thinking about it or did you just want to put it there? So, I think that's a really good move.
Okay. All right. Cool. So now I am in. I have a whole suite of possibilities.
Yeah,
Got
there's a
whole
ton.
life ahead of me. What do I do? I will go here.
Okay, that's actually a decent move. I mean, it's fine. So quick reminder, pawns can move backwards.
Yeah.
And this is way too advanced of a lesson for you, so don't even worry about it right now. Just remember that pawns can't always move backwards. I think that's like the but you actually have a really good move here. So, I know I just said. Actually, we're gonna take it back. It's not a good move because of a specific reason, which we're also not gonna discuss. But now that my knight moved away, how can you develop your light squared bishop?
Light square bishop.
Yeah,
I can move it to E6.
Perfect. Amazing. Was there a thought process behind like why you wanted to move to E6?
Yeah, it was because I didn't want to go into squares where I could get captured by your queen, for example, or like other pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, that was like one of the two options.
That's really good. Okay, we're already that's some high level thinking. Yeah, middle games are tough, so if anytime you want help, just let me know.
Yeah, I feel like middle game is where it gets to the point where like you could do anything.
Yes.
And when you have like a blank slate, the options
That's the
just
hard
endless.
part.
You know, it's hard to think about.
Okay, so you have a couple options in this position. I really like the move pawn to d5 for you.
On to d5. Okay.
I know I said that you have to be careful about pawn pushes, but the reason that I wanted you to go bishop e6 is so that you could support the pawn to d5. I am going to make a move now, and I want you to just pause a second here before you make your next move. I'm pushing e5 to kick away your knight. So I'm attacking it. Obviously, here you want to move your knight because otherwise a pawn for a knight is not worth it, right? A knight is worth 3 points. I don't know if you've learned the point system. Any idea?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, you have some understanding. So yeah, knights are worth 3, pawns are worth 1, bishops are worth 3, rooks are worth 5, queens are worth 9. Is the really like simple breakdown of it. So I am making this move e5 to kick away your knight, and you are now responsible for moving it. So before you move, just tell me which squares are you currently considering moving your knight to?
I'm considering G4.
Anything else?
Or G4 or D7.
Okay. I think those are actually totally fine. I was also going to make you find knight to e8, but we don't need to make you find it. It's not that serious.
Knight to E8.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
I just want you to like
I can
recognize all the squares that your knight can go to, I guess.
Yeah, I recognize it.
That's good.
So like in this situation, is it better to move forward or backwards? Like for pieces that are not pawns, do you want to move them forward or backwards?
So this is the fun part about chess, where that answer is going to massively depend on something called tactics. So
Okay.
tactics is the other branch of chess, which is the short-term branch of chess. And basically, right now, if you go knight to g4, your knight has a lack of squares that it will be able to jump to in the future. Can you kind of like visually see that? Like if you go to g4, you only have h6 and f2 as two squares that you can go to. I'm not going to take your knight, so actually go knight to g4, just so you can visually see this. I can't take your knight. There's nothing I can take it with. Yeah, just go knight to g4 so I can explain this to you. But a tactic here, for example, you are threatening knight takes f2. Can you see that? Like, can you see that the pawn is undefended? And if you take that pawn, you're actually forking my king and queen, which is called a tactic. And I think I sent you the list of like 40 tactics or something, which I'm not expecting you to remember. But a lot of chess at your elo is going to be determined by these 1-2 move tactics.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because people are going to miss it so frequently. So let's say I am a player.
So is a tactic just like a sequence that you remember? Like a sequence of moves?
Yeah, not necessarily remember, but a sequence that you recognize. I think that maybe makes more sense. So, for example, here I can choose to defend the pawn. I can move my queen and defend the pawn. And this will actually place your knight in a pretty awkward spot, where now it doesn't have many good places to go. This was a very long lesson in basically telling you that short-term tactics can look really cool, but in the long run, it might not always be good. But because chess is like a really hard game for you to be thinking 3-4 moves ahead, it's not something that I want you to be worrying about right now. I just want to show you what tactics is.
Gotcha.
So I defended my pawn, and now middle games are so insanely difficult to play. This is the part where a lot of people at all elos really, really struggle with. One of the most important things is coming up with a plan. It can be a bad plan, but you should come up with some idea of what you maybe want to do for like 3 moves in the future. What is your dream position maybe look
All
like?
right, I made my move.
I love this move. This is actually such a fantastic move. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is
Wow,
great.
thank you.
No, this is actually a great move though. This is a fantastic move. This is aggressive. It also solves one of your problems, which was where was your knight going to go? Now you can actually put your knight on h6 and it's not even going to be able to be captured. So I'm actually going to make this move over here. And this is a bad move, but I want you to take a moment and think about why.
Why it's a bad move?
Yeah.
It could be captured by my knight.
Okay, but beyond that, let's also think tactics. How do we attack 2 pieces at the same time?
How do we attack 2 pieces at the same time?
Yeah.
That's a great question that I don't know the answer to.
Okay. So if you push your pawn up to d4, trust me and do it.
Actually do it?
Yeah, actually do it. Now you are making a little, this is what one of my students called a baby fork, because it's with a pawn. So you're attacking both my knight and bishop at the exact same time. And this is a fork.
Got it. Okay.
And this means that you are guaranteed to win material, because in chess you can only make 1 turn at a time, 1 move at a time. So I'm going to choose to save my knight. And now you can make your next move. Yeah, there you go. And now you have won a bishop.
Nice.
Nice, yes. So that's good stuff. I really like moves like G5. I like the aggression at this elo because I think aggression really pays off for lower ratings, I suppose.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, so now that you are up material, the game plan is a little easier for you. All you want to do is trade off pieces. Not lose pieces, please, but trade off pieces.
What's the difference?
So losing a piece means, for example, giving up a knight for a pawn. That's a bad trade, right?
Okay.
An even trade would be, for example, giving up a bishop for a knight. That is an even trade. Even though even though bishops are usually better than knights in open positions, we don't care about that anymore, because if you just trade off every single piece that I have, you're going to be left with an extra piece, one more than me. And when you're in that position at the very end with an extra piece than me, it's going to be extremely easy for you to win the game. So we'll go through this whole process. So play bishop to d5.
Bishop to d5. Got it.
Yeah. So bishop to d5, you're hitting my knight. And based on what I just sort of talked about, do you think it's good that you're hitting my knight?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. We understand the concept. I'm not going to make it too easy for you, I guess. I'm going to move my knight away, but you also have a really good move here that I want you to just take a moment and think about.
Okay.
Think free stuff.
Free stuff?
Free stuff. We like free stuff.
I'm Asian. Yeah.
Exactly. It's in our genes.
Yeah. Free. Everything I see has a cost. Where is the free? Is it something to do with my knight?
Yes.
So is it knight to e3?
Does that pawn look free?
I mean, no.
Okay. How many pieces are defending that pawn? let's just start with that.
2, 3.
Okay, so probably not free, yeah?
No, it's not free.
It's not free. Okay.
I don't see any free things.
So when I give you a hint like that and you're struggling to find the free, and I told you it's the knight, just draw arrows towards every single thing you can possibly capture.
Okay, got it. I can capture h2.
Yeah.
I can capture e3. I found the free.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, awesome.
I got the deal.
You did. Best part about chess is that at your elo, you can get to like probably 1800 just by spotting every single free piece ever and never giving your opponent a free one. It's a really hard thing to do. Don't get me wrong, but if you can do it, you can get there.
Oh, I got a question for you. Kind of
Yeah.
a side tangent. So one other thing I know about chess is that, you know, the league player Tyler 1?
Yeah.
So like, apparently he was like grinding chess for like a year and he got to like super high elo. What do you think made him improve so fast?
The fact that he was willing to play chess for 20 hours a day and avoiding all life responsibilities, including his newborn son, I think is honestly the answer to that question. I think the fact that he was so willing to just reject life and like go all in on it and just do chess only. I don't know what was going on in his life at this time, but I guarantee you he was mentally not there.
So do you think Tyler 1 is good at chess?
I think he is good at chess, yes, for somebody who's only played for 4 months. or like, okay, probably a little bit more. But you know what's crazy? Tyler 1 has played more chess than me in like in the time period of this 1 year than I have in my last 4 years.
That's crazy.
I know, it's really insane. Like if you actually quantitatively look at how many hours he spent and how many games he's played, he's basically like, he just grinds. He plays the exact same opening every single time. He just goes for it. And I mean, you've watched him play League, right?
Bro's got that solo queue mindset.
It's literally that solo queue mindset, though. It's literally
Bro
the
just
solo
like spamming Draven basically in chess.
Exactly. That's all he ever does, and he doesn't need to think that much. People think that chess is this really hard game, and I always tell people, if you're willing to bash your head into a wall for like 20 years, anybody can become a grandmaster. I tell people this all the time. It's the same thing in League. If you're willing to bash your head into a wall, you can hit diamond for sure. It's just one trick climbing. But you don't have that kind of time, so we're gonna actually try to teach you some chess.
Okay, next move. All right.
Okay,
what
so
shall
I'm
we
gonna
get?
make this move.
Okay, nice. Good move. Wonderful move.
Yeah. I'll let you make a move on your own here.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay, that's a totally fine move. I got nothing against that. The hardest part people have it, like the number one thing beginners have an issue with is once they're up material, they don't know how to convert. Because you're up material. Okay, wait, you're just attacking my pawn? This is crazy.
Is it crazy?
It is. I'm going to be
Okay.
mean.
Okay.
But I am going to be mean. I can't just let you have everything for free. This poses a question for you. So this is called a pin. I am attacking your knight, but if your knight moves, then I hit your bishop. Are you able to, like, mentally... You get that, sort of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So conceptually, what kind of move do you need to play right now to defend against this tactic?
I need to put pressure on your piece.
That's one way to deal with it. Sure. But I am threatening to take your knight anyways.
That is true. So what are my options here?
You can defend your knight.
Or I can...
Defend your knight.
Okay, I can defend my knight.
Yes, the only way right now that you're able to defend against this threat is defend against my current threat. A lot of chess is this back and forth. Like, oh, I want to do this thing to you. So then you have to, like, you know, defend against it.
How
which
do
is...
I... Okay. I got it.
You have a couple options. Yeah, that's a great way of defending. There you go. You figured it out. So a lot of chess is once you have an advantage, you want to preserve that advantage. Right now, in your mind, you have an extra piece. So therefore, you want to be keeping that extra piece. Yeah? Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to play, like I said, I'm just not going to worry too much about things. I'm just going to play b3. And here, once again, you're still up with the piece. You defended successfully against the previous move. Now what you want to do is you can still be on that mindset. Oh, let's try to trade off pieces. But it might not look like it's that easy to trade off pieces. So then we think about what piece have we not moved yet?
We haven't moved our castles
Yep.
or our kings.
Okay, not
Or a
worried about the
king.
king.
Okay.
Basically
so you
ever.
pretty much never moved the king.
Yeah, there's very specific cases where you want to move the king, but right now it's not one of them.
Okay.
And you can
so
usually
we-
tell when you want to move the king as well. Like, it's very clear. You try not to move the king unless it's like, oh shit, I need to move the king.
Got it. So we
That's
got the
weird.
castle.
Yeah, the rooks, but yeah.
Yeah, the rooks. Where do we move the rooks?
So everything likes the center, right? If you're ever in doubt, move a piece towards the center.
So would you move the left rook or the right rook?
I would move the one that hasn't gotten a single chance to move yet.
Okay, and then so we move it to like e8.
Perfect. There you go. So rooks really enjoy open files, and open files are files that have no pawns on them. In this situation, we don't have any of those, right? We have half open files, which is a file that has one pawn on them, preferably the opponent's pawn. So in this position, you're actually indirectly putting pressure on the d3 pawn, which I'm going to make another move, and then you're going to find a way now to threaten to capture the d3 pawn.
Run to capture the d3 pawn. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it does threaten to capture the d3 pawn. We did accomplish that. Unfortunately, this loses. I know.
You didn't give clear directions.
I did not. I thought, okay, you know what? I thought that because we moved the rook over to d8, it would be logical to maybe move the bishop out of the way.
Yeah, logical for someone who's
Okay,
like
fair
a
enough.
grandmaster.
You know what? Fair enough. I don't disagree with you. So, you have given me a free pawn, and I'm going to capture it. Thank you. And now you are actually forced to play bishop to c6.
No. Oh no.
Yeah, there you go. So now you are threatening the d3 pawn. Now does that make sense? What I was trying to get you to play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, but it is hard. I don't disagree. Like, the instructions were not very clear. There's a lot of tactics here. Honestly, we're not going to worry about it. But here I'm just going to threaten your queen, and you just have to make a move that is defending your queen and still defending your knight all at the same time. These are like little tactic puzzles. This is literally what half of chess is. Just figuring out, okay, my opponent made this move, so what do I have to do now?
Right.
It's not the easiest.
Could just move my queen away.
You do have to move your queen away. But also, remember, why did you move the queen to e6 to start?
Because I was defending against something.
Okay, but let's be a little bit more specific. If we forget why we made a previous move, that's not a good precedent for our next moves, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta remember. Or if you can't remember, just think about it. Like, think, why do we move the queen there?
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay. Here.
Can I revert?
Yeah. You can't actually take back, but I'm gonna go king g1, so just move your queen back to e6. And then, okay, here, go again.
My bad.
No,
My bad. Okay. I was just moving the mouse around. Interesting. Okay. My queen. What am I trying to do?
So I'm gonna give you a little refresher on why your queen's on e6.
Yes,
your
please.
queen is on e6 because you had to defend the knight.
Right.
So, do you still have to defend the knight? Is your knight still under attack?
No. Yes. by the castle, yeah.
Yeah, by the rook. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a classic chess problem. If your queen is under attack, and you still need to use your queen to defend the knight, where is the only square you can go?
Am I expected to know the answer?
It's not. I'm not expecting to know the answer, but I do want you to think about it.
Where is the only square I can go where I can defend and not lose? So the queen. I'm moving the queen.
Correct. Yes.
I can go to.
So whenever you have problems like this, what I should be seeing on your board are highlighted squares. So if you right click down, you can just highlight all the squares your queen can go.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a feature.
Yeah. So this makes it a lot easier for you. So you don't have to like actually keep it in your. This is what kids these days, they don't understand how hard we had it back in the day when we didn't have computer software to help. No, but literally this makes it a lot easier.
That's cool.
Yeah. So just highlight every single square your queen can go to. Every single one.
Here.
Including the captures if you want to, but it's not that important.
Here. Anywhere here.
So I can see your screen, but let's go through each square one by one.
Okay.
So give your top suggestion.
My top suggestion would probably be
Running it down mid, yeah, but we already did. So
probably like, let's say, is it E5?
well, E5 is the square your knight is currently.
No, D5.
D5. Okay. D5. All right. So you have selected D5. What is wrong with going queen to D5?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. I'm asking you.
What is wrong with it that Miss Nemo doesn't like it?
Yeah, I do not like it.
I don't know. What is wrong with it?
The pawn on C4 can take your queen.
Oh, that is right. That is a very
Yes.
stupid move.
But that is
a very
okay.
stupid move.
You
Did not see that.
understood the assignment, and that is way more important. This mental exercise is way more important. That it's the fact that you saw that you can go to D5 and then rejected it. So now you rejected it. So we unhighlight that square and we keep all the other squares highlighted.
Okay.
So D5 is unhighlighted.
Yeah.
What's your second one?
My second one would be going to what do you call it? D6?
Yeah. Okay. Can anything attack our queen on D6?
Right now, no.
There you go. Perfect. So we make that move. And that is how your thought process should be every single time you make a move in chess. What is my opponent threatening? What can they capture? Where can I go without being captured? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a lot to think about.
It is a lot to think about, but I'm going to show you after this game because it feels like you kind of have the openings right, and it sounds like you're, listening, watching some Gotham chess videos, which is honestly all you really need. What you need on top of that is literally just the basic understanding of how tactics in chess works, because I think that's the hardest part. It's way harder than openings. Like Tyler 1 got to 1800 whatever playing a terrible opening because it just doesn't matter. I just don't think openings basically matter at all.
So tactics are for like the mid game?
Yeah, and also opening. It's also really important in the opening. Okay,
cool.
Another little test for you. See, this is why tactics is so great. Every single position is just a new tactics test. Chess at some point is kind of just like test ya.
Well, that's probably why Asians are so good at chess, right?
Exactly. They're just
'Cause
puzzles.
we're just forced to take tests as a kid.
Exactly.
So in this case, do I want to trade? Do I want to trade the bishop for the knight?
Do you remember what I told you earlier about how you're up material?
Yeah, you said it's okay to trade.
Yeah, so it's actually amazing here for you to trade. Not just good, but amazing. Whenever you're up on material, you just want to trade. Like, you can... no, don't worry too much about it. But if it's an even trade, if it's 3 points for 3 points, you usually want to do it.
Got it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how many material you're up, just as long as you're ahead.
Right, as long as you're ahead. So, like, by ahead, I mean, like, an actual knight, not pawns. Pawns, being up ahead on pawns is a slightly different story, which we're just not going to worry about right now, because it's so unlikely that you're just going to be up, like, 1 pawn ever in your life. So, usually, if you're up material, you just want to trade off the pieces.
Got it.
Yeah. So, here, once again, kind of hard maybe to just come up with a move on your own. But one of the things that you want to do is think about candidate moves. So I already explained to you sort of what candidate moves are. Candidate moves just means like, oh, you're thinking about queen to d5 and queen d6, right? When I asked you to highlight every single possible square your queen could go to. Those were candidate moves. You already know what candidate moves are. Now, I'm asking you to find candidate moves in a slightly broader term, which is just, in this position, give me 2 moves that you think might be a good move. Or, like, think a move that you could play. It doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be a move that you can play and doesn't lose a piece.
I'm thinking the pawn to f6.
Okay.
And other move I have not thought about yet. Or I could go the rook to c8.
Both of these are excellent moves. Truly excellent moves. So f6 is defending the knight on e5. Lets your queen go somewhere. And rook to c8 actually threatens to take on c4. So in this position, both moves are probably equally good. I would just go with whichever one your gut tells you. It's that easy.
All right, let's go that.
Perfect. And now your queen doesn't have to be worrying about this knight, right? Which is actually what I'm going to do now. I'm going to attack your queen.
Got it. Yeah. Cool.
So now, do you remember what I was telling you about liking to trade pieces?
Yeah.
Okay, how do we move the queen in a manner that offers a trade to the other queen? Obviously, only ever the other queen. Let's make it really clear.
How do we trade the other queen? Is a great question. Nemo, you ask such great questions.
That's why I'm helping you with chess.
How do we do it?
There's 2
Chat,
squares.
can I get some help? How do we do it?
Okay, so when you're trying to trade off the opponent's piece, right? Think about it. They have to be seeing each other. Does that make sense? Like, they kind of gotta... Like,
no, I don't really know what seeing each other
like, they
means
have
in
to...
the context of chess.
Okay, they have to be hitting each other. So you gotta think about how the opponent's queen is moving, and then you have to think about how you're... I mean, you can also take advice from chat, but they're wrong.
Queen c4.
No, you can't even legally go to c4.
Oh yeah, why are they saying that?
Because they're
Yo,
not...
chat's giving me so many different answers. What is chat doing?
They're not even correct. I don't even know if they're trolling or just bad. I can't even tell. Queen d1 loses the queen. I think that's a troll. Okay. This is the wrong chat to ask chess questions in. I agree. None of these answers are correct. Okay, so let's go back to our candidate moves. Highlight every single square the queen can go to. Every single
square?
Yeah, there's a ton.
I mean, like when I hover over, when I like click it once, like it highlights all the squares.
Okay, that works too. Okay, so let's start. It's better if you just do it like with right-clicking, because then you can really see which squares the queen can go to. And then we can start taking them off one by one.
Ah, okay. You can see my marks or no?
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for our candidate moves, the mission is to trade off our opponent's queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me your first candidate move.
I am stumped on this one.
Just start giving moves. Like any square. Any square. There's no
Okay, let's just say the e6, queen to e6.
Okay, queen to e6 is a totally fine move. By the way, if you were in a game and that was the first square that you wanted to go to, and you were like queen to e6, just play it. That's totally fine. I wanted you to find the move queen to d3.
Queen to d3.
Yeah, specifically because you are attacking their queen.
Oh, because of the knight? Okay,
Right, the
got
knight's
it.
and the rook's also defending it. But let's go with your move, queen to...
No, I like your move better.
My move is better. If you want to play it, play it. Queen to d3. Go for it.
I like your move better.
Okay. Yeah, queen to d3.
Why would I take advice from a 200 elo brain when I can get advice from a grandmaster?
Because your move was actually totally fine. Your move was completely fine. And the goal of this exercise is not to discourage you from making the moves that you are making. It's just to encourage you to find the best move in that position. Does that make sense? Like...
Wow, so supportive.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
true.
It makes sense.
Because you're not going to have me during your game, so you are just going to have some moves sometimes, and I don't want you to think that your intuition is wrong. It's just not like the optimal, but you don't necessarily you don't need to play the optimal move ever in a game, basically, to win the game. You just need to not lose pieces. Really. That's it.
Got it.
That's all you got to do. So I'm going to, like, take your queen. Actually...
Okay.
No, I'm not going to take your queen yet. Obviously, you have a really solid position, but in theory, I should not be trading off the queen, so I'm not going to do that. But here, queen to d3 was better than queen to d2 because you're threatening to also capture two pawns. Two different pawns.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see them?
Yes.
Okay, you can pick whichever
on
one.
e4 and c4.
Yeah, they're about the same value to capture, so...
Got it.
You can just pick one.
Okay, I'll pick one.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to play this.
Okay.
All right.
I will play. Interesting. Interesting move.
There's a couple of good moves in this position. You have a very good position. So, being up a piece, one of the things that you should always be looking for is free stuff, right?
Yes, free.
Free. We like free. How do we either get something now for free, or how do we set up getting something for free later?
Can I go to queen to d3?
Queen to d3 is a totally fine move, but why do we want to go to d3? It's not like a bad move. I mean, it's not great, actually.
I guess that's true.
Doesn't really do much. So, actually, here's another interesting question. What am I threatening to play?
You are threatening to play, let me think.
It's a hard question.
Threat.
I'm going knight to e6.
Knight to e6?
Yes.
And then, okay. And then after you get to e6,
I'm trying to take your rooks because I will be hitting both of your rooks at the same time using my knight.
Gotcha.
So, how do we defend the e6 square and take a free pawn at the same time?
How do we defend the e6 square and take a free pawn?
Yeah. And actually, while you're doing this, I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick, so... I'll let you... If chat wants to help, you guys can help. But let me tell you, if you look at chat and ask for their help and you still get it wrong, I'll be massively disappointed.
Yo, chat, don't disappoint me, chat.
Okay, you got this. I'll be right back.
Yo, I'm gonna read chat. I'm taking suggestions. Where should I move the queen? Where should I move the queen? That's what she said, right? Oh no, I can't see chat anymore because I got an ad. Wait, I need to log in. Okay, so let me see. We can go anywhere from. We need to take a pawn and defend e6 at the same time. All right. So where can we take a pawn? We can take a pawn here at e3, and then we can also take a pawn at g2. But g2 is not really getting anywhere. If we take the rook at f5, then the knight's gonna get our queen, which is not great. Can we take a pawn? Can we go to c6? No, because the knight will capture us at c6 as well. Can we go to well, we can get e3 as well. We can get the pawn at e3, but I feel like that's not doing anything. The queen is going to capture us afterwards. So where do we go? Where do we go, chat?
Okay, what are we thinking?
What are we thinking? I was talking through my knight c4.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Play it.
Yeah! Chat, we got it!
Finally, chat got one right. So, yes,
Knight.
it's knight takes c4, wins a free pawn.
Yeah.
And
Knight c4.
yeah.
Knight to c4.
Hell yes. I'm not sure I believe that, Hog Flasher, but that's okay. Anyways, this move defends the e6 square because now it opens up the queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. You don't need to, like, even if you get, like, 20% of this, if you just remember the concepts of checking for your opponent's threats and looking for your own free, like, what can I get for free? You know, channel that inner Asian in you and get that free stuff and be like, I don't want to lose anything of mine, then you got this.
That's true. We gotta give value.
Exactly. It's all about the value in life. So, one of the best things about your position is that all your pieces are active. And that's a very underrated thing to accomplish in chess, because one of the things that people sometimes do is that they don't utilize all their pieces. But you can see how here you've got your queen on e4, center, active. Your knight is on c4, center-ish, active. Your rook is on d8, also centered, active, right? So this is really, really, really important. So
What
here,
does active mean? Does it just mean I'm in a position to capture another piece?
yes, in the position to capture another piece, and also, so just think about it this way, right? If you're a mid laner, you never really want to be just hanging out in your bottom krugs for like 5 minutes. You want to be in the mid lane, preferably pushing up. Your pieces are currently pushing up. You're taking, the first turret. You're not hanging out at the krugs. Like if you thought about this like a league map, for example, B7 would be your krugs. You don't have anything at the krugs that's relevant. The pawn on B7 is not relevant, so you're doing great.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am offering you a queen trade. To keep things simple, what should you do?
Should I take it?
Yeah, you should take it.
Okay.
There you go. Do I like cashew nuts? Yes, that's a really random question, but I do like cashew nuts. Okay, here, another quick test. Tactics test.
Okay. So many tactic tests.
Yes, that's what chess is. It's great.
Okay. Well, tests are fine if I've studied for them. I didn't study for this.
It is sorry, but that's okay. This one's easy. It's a fork. I'll give you that
Okay.
hint. There's
Okay,
only like one piece that you can fork with, so
Got it.
fried
There's only
chicken
one
cashew
piece
nuts sounds so good.
I can go. Fork.
Yeah.
What can we do with forks?
Okay, so first of all, not many pieces can fork.
Yeah.
What pieces can fork that we have seen so far in this game?
A pawn,
And
a knight.
yes. So,
So either the pawn or the knight.
yes. So let's look
So
at
if-
all pawn and knight moves.
So if I move the pawn to g4, it doesn't really fork.
That is correct.
But not a bad move.
It's not a bad move. I agree. If you find that move in a game and you want to play it, you can play it. No problem.
Okay.
Just want to make that really clear.
If I move... Oh, I see a fork. If I move the knight to d2, then I have position to capture 2 rooks.
Perfect. There you go. Awesome. And chess is all about finding these little moves.
So forks are OP.
Forks are absolutely OP. And
Got it.
not only do you have to look for your own forks, but you also need to look for your opponent's forks.
Got it.
So the concept in chess really is every single move, you think about your candidate moves. Can I capture something? Can I threaten to capture something? Can I threaten a checkmate? We haven't gotten to that checkmate part yet, but those are 2 things you should be thinking. Can I capture something? If the answer is no, can I threaten to capture something? Or should I defend against something that my opponent's threatening to do? Is my opponent currently threatening to capture something? Those are the only 4 questions in a position you ever need to ask yourself. Right now,
Well, you have no threats right now.
that is not true.
You have threats?
I do.
What are you threatening me with?
Remember what I was threatening you with 2 moves ago?
Yes,
What was it?
I do. It was the knight to capture my rooks.
Am I still threatening it?
I guess, yeah, I guess you
Okay.
are. Yes,
So
you are.
now that you have figured that out, what should you do?
What if I move the rook?
Perfect. There you go. Awesome. I think you are getting the hang of this.
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
I know for everyone in chat, he did have the check, but we are gonna keep it so simple, so easy.
Oh, I had a check.
Yeah, you had a check. So technically, if you check me after I make a move, right, I can't take the piece that I'm threatening to take. But I don't want you to even think about that, because that is how you start making things complicated for yourself and losing material. If you just make sure on every single move, hypothetically, in a vacuum, this little corner, like this little 3x3 square is solved, then you're totally fine. Because one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is they try to complicate things, and all of a sudden they get into like way too much trouble, and then they can't figure their way out of it. So why not just keep it simple in the first place?
Like when you're playing at your level, you're thinking like how many steps ahead?
I just think like probably 5-6 moves ahead automatically.
Okay.
Like, but you are not going to.
And
which
then
is
if you're going
why
like Super Saiyan, you're thinking like 10 moves ahead.
I can probably, yeah. It really depends. It just super depends on how much I care about the game. Honestly, I usually only play a version of chess that's called Bullet. So I only play 1 minute chess. And when I play 1 minute chess, I'm running on autopilot. So I don't even think.
Okay.
Like, there's no thought process. I know the first 10 moves I'm going to make, probably. I know the next 20 moves I'm going to make, and I just autopilot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Move here. Where do I move here? I can go to. Where, I can move. What if I move this?
Perfect. Beautiful move. Threatening to capture a piece, right? We want to exchange stuff. It's a great idea.
Okay, great. Now, do you have any threats? All right. Can I move? Does that do anything?
I mean, that's good, but you should have captured it with the bishop. Because
Okay.
now I'm going to swap off a knight for your rook. And a knight is worth 3, and your rook's worth 5, right?
Okay.
But
What about this?
yeah, this is good. So you had the right idea. You had the idea of swapping off the you had the idea of capturing the pawn for free, just wrong execution. Okay, here I made another mistake, so you should be capitalizing on it.
I should be capitalizing on your mistake, and I do that by.
So this is the part of the game where I need to introduce checks to you. So I should have introduced checks to start, but I think also asking you to look for checks is really hard. So I'm just going to let you know, once you get into the end game, because the king is more exposed, right? You should also be thinking about checks.
Right.
So, what should we play here? First of all, do you know what a check is?
Well, yeah, it just means
Okay.
the king gets captured.
Right,
Or
okay.
like has no way to move out of being captured.
That's checkmate. But yeah, the first one, the threatening to attack the king.
Oh, okay, got it.
So in this position, think about how we can threaten to capture something and the king at the same time. In a way, this is almost a fork.
How can we threaten to capture something? What can we threaten to capture? We can threaten to capture. There's only. Can we go to bishop to e4?
Bishop
Is that
d4
right?
threatens the rook, but we have something more powerful. A check and a capture at the same time.
A check and a capture at the same time?
Yeah, you only have one check in this position, like period. So if you find it,
Like-
it's the right move.
would it be the rook to d2?
Yeah, perfect.
Why is that a capture?
It's threatening the rook on b2.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
You're threatening both the king and to capture the rook. So this is a really good move because you're trading off my very last piece. The less pieces that I have, the less that I can do, and also the less the pieces I have to capture your pieces. So it's like a triple win for you in this position.
Gotcha.
So now the question is, do you know how to play endgames? And the answer is probably no. So I'm going to give you the really quick TLDR. If pawns reach the bottom, like reach rank 1, you can promote into a queen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make passed pawns. And how do you make passed pawns? You look at which side of the board you have more pawns on. You have more pawns on both sides of the board. So easy life for you. You pick one of the sides to create a passed pawn on, and then you go promote that pawn.
Got it.
Make sense?
So that's a goal of the end game?
That is the goal of the endgame, yes. And if you're not up pawns in the endgame, if you don't have a pawn majority on either side of the board, then you go use your extra material to go capture all the pawns. So then you do have a pawn majority on one side, so you can promote into a queen, I mean. Yeah. But I do think that you have some other stuff that you got to figure out here, which is yeah, you figured out that the bishop's under attack. I'm going to be more annoying. Amazing. Look at you. This is some good stuff, honestly. The fact that you're able to just see the fact that your bishop is like under attack is really, really good.
You didn't expect too much from me.
I really wasn't, especially like on a first lesson. Like I've had to really struggle with explaining some of these concepts before, but I think you grabbed the concept.
Yeah. Get free stuff and don't lose any stuff.
There we go. I love it. That's gonna go on a t-shirt. If I ever make merch, it's like channel your inner Asian.
Yeah, that's good merch right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you move the pawn?
Thank you, Except for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Thank you.
If I just keep moving on.
Yeah, that is fine. It's gonna get a little bit more complicated now because my king is attacking your pawn. So let's see if you're.
That is true. That is true.
Wow, you just found that instantly. Okay. How are you going to answer to me doing this?
How am I going to answer to you doing that? Maybe I'll just let you do it.
That is a viable strategy.
Is there an answer to that?
So
is there an answer to that?
There is. So the answer to this is that you should defend the pawn again. But you got to be a little careful when you defend the pawn again. Because if you repeat the same position 3 times, it's a draw. I don't know if you knew that rule.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's an actual rule in chess. The exact same position 3 times at any given point in the game is a draw. So you should defend the pawn, obviously. You don't want to lose any pawns. But
I can go at like a different position and then
Yeah, great idea. That's a really good idea.
Then I can play 6 times. Yeah, so you're just gonna keep chasing me with the...
Yes, until
with
you
the
figure
king?
out where you can place this bishop so that it cannot be chased.
Is there a place where it cannot be chased?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. You
How's
can
it possible?
use your pawn to defend your bishop.
Oh, interesting. Use my pawn to defend the bishop by this.
Perfect. There you go. Awesome. So now that you've defended the bishop and you're still defending the pawn, I'm actually gonna keep making tricky moves at you. You basically cannot lose this position, but I want you to just conceptually understand what happens if you take my pawn on a3.
You take my bishop.
Correct. Easy. So here you have a couple of choices. You can choose to defend your pawn with a5, pawn to a5, or you can bring out the very last piece that you still have not moved, which is your king.
Mm-hmm.
I would generally advise people to move out their king in the endgame.
What does moving out my king do? So far away.
It lets you get another piece participate in the game.
Got it.
Because kings are very useful in endgames, but only if you're not going to get checkmated, right? Like, kings are a piece. It's been hidden away for a really, really long time because the middle game was dangerous for it because of queens and rooks and stuff on the board. But now that there's no queens and rooks on the board, in fact, I don't have a single piece. This is actually why you traded off every single piece. Now, you're right now playing a bishop against my king, and you can see that you're struggling to make progress. But if you bring your king in, then you're going to have a king and bishop against my king, and then you're going to be able to make a lot more progress.
If I bring my king in, wouldn't you just take my bishop?
I can't, though,
Oh, that's true.
because you're still defending it. Long story short, even though it's far, there's no rush. He's scaled. You have no way to lose this position unless you play absolutely terrible, which is possible, but unlikely, because...
Okay.
But here, you can just move your king out. So you should just be playing, like, king to f7, yeah. But I'm still going to be annoying. So you are going to have to answer to this move.
Got it. So you are here. And you got a fork with the king.
Sort of, yes, kind of.
Kind of.
So what am I really attacking, though?
You're attacking my bishop?
Not really. I can't take it, right?
That's true. You are attacking my ego.
Yes.
Because I cannot see what you're attacking.
But I am also attacking your pawn.
Right, yeah.
Also, Code Easy, let me
Yeah, you're attacking my pawn.
figure out that link. It doesn't look like it's working right now. It's because I accidentally added exclamation marks to it.
I can't hear you anymore for some reason.
Oh, I was just explaining to my chat that one of my commands isn't working
Okay.
right now.
Oh, you got some secret chat stuff.
Yeah, I just sometimes... I actually have a sponsorship after this for a game called Mechabellum, which is very different from chess, which is nice because then we have a little variety.
Okay, yeah, so you're attacking the bishop and the pawn, so how do I defend against that?
How do you defend against that?
If you take the pawn,
Yeah, Mechabellum will be
the
fun.
pawn,
It's my first time playing it. Well, I played it earlier today. But...
I can't take your pawn. You.
You should just play.
Yeah,
Yes.
here.
Woo! Figured it out. There we go.
I got it.
You did. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. And now that I have alleviated pressure on your bishop, what can you play?
I can play the pawn and trade the pawn with you.
Yeah. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, cool.
Oh, you didn't take my pawn. Okay. Got it. And then now.
Sounds good. Thank you, Helios. Will do.
Do I want to play?
We'll guide
do I just
Hafu
wanna
through
keep
this
moving?
game still. Yes, because you just want to promote, right?
Right. So in this case, would it be better to promote or move my bishop away?
If you move your bishop away, I take your pawn. And if you promote into a queen, you promote into a queen and defend your bishop at the same time. There you go.
True. Okay. So now,
Okay, this is going to get a little complicated. Checkmating in an endgame can be a little bit tough. So
right, because you just like keep on moving away. It's like kind of
Yes.
slippery.
So, in order to not stalemate your opponent, and to let everybody have the fastest way to win, what you should be doing is, first of all, go queen to b2.
Queen to b2. All right,
Yeah,
got you.
just go queen to b2. Endgames are really hard, and you're going to need a little bit of training to figure out how to finish off endgames. Now promote your other pawn. Just do it. Don't even ask questions. There's nothing I can do to stop it, so you should just do it. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
Just
Thank
ignore
you.
everything else.
Yep, that is correct. Okay,
And now,
do you know about the rule of stalemate?
no.
So you can accidentally stalemate your opponent if you put them in a situation where they cannot make a single legal move. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of it being checkmate, it's stalemate because they are not in check, but they also cannot make a legal move.
Mhm.
So the best way to avoid that is either keeping some pawns on the board for your opponent, or before you make moves, just every single time think, am I giving my opponent a check? Because if you are checking your opponent, it's probably very unlikely that they're going to be stalemated, right? Like every single move. If you're just checking them in endgame, constantly check, 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 then they can't possibly be in stalemate because they are, at the moment they can't move, they're checkmated. So, this is a slightly hard concept, but I want you to start checking me. Like, just give checks. Okay, that's a check. Now give another check. Great. Now give another check. All right. More.
What is that face?
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to have you understand. Or, okay, let's try a concept called ladder mate.
Okay.
So to really enforce the thought, like the concept of checkmate, the easiest way to checkmate your opponent is when the king can no longer make a move, right? That's literally how checkmate happens. So, in order to checkmate the opponent, you should be pushing my king towards, like, the top of the board. That's the closest part to which my king will have a complete lack of squares above it to keep moving to. Right now, my king can go to 9 squares. If it's on c8, it can go to only 5 squares. Do you think it's easier to checkmate a king when he has 9 squares or 5 squares?
Definitely 5.
Definitely 5. So let's start pushing the king over there. Sorry, it's also 8, not 9. But anyways. So how do we keep pushing the king up? Because that's just, I just picked arbitrarily up.
Right.
Or down for you. It's down for you. Yeah.
Yeah. How do we do that?
Thank you,
Applying
Helios.
pressure everywhere else. What move would accomplish up? Maybe if I go here, does that do anything?
It sort of does. It sort of does, very specifically because this next move that you can make will checkmate me.
There's one move that will checkmate you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me find the move. Is it?
There's a lot of options, but there's only one that's correct.
Interesting.
It's not the world's easiest checkmate to find. But, okay, you know what? Don't even worry about the checkmate. Just make a move. There's actually 2 checkmates, but just make a move. Just make a check. Just any check.
Make any check.
Yeah. What does your heart tell you? You found it!
I got you.
Let's go! I don't even think you knew it was checkmate, but you found it. It was one of the. It was completely random checkmate, but we'll take that. Let's go! Oh my gosh! Okay, congratulations on completing a game from opening to middle game to end game. How hard was that?
That was a lot of brain power used.
Okay, good, because I'm not going to give you any more information for today because I literally just want you to, like, sit in this thought of what am I threatening? Sorry, what are they threatening? What can I do to stop them? What am I threatening? What can I threaten them with? Like, you just want to really, really think about that in every single game that you play. And also, now that chess.com gave you an chess.com diamond membership, if you just...
Wow. Thank you, chess.com.
Thank you,
man.
chess.com.
Yeah, thank you, chess.com.
So what you should be doing is going over... Okay, this is... actually, can you just watch stream for 1 second?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay, good. So you should go to chess.com/puzzles. I'm gonna drop this here for you. You should be typing in here 0 to 700.
0 to 700, okay.
Yep. And then you should be going to forks and maiden 1, maiden 2.
Okay.
Just to give you yourself a little bit of variance, and then just press start.
Maiden.
Yeah. Even these might be a little hard for you, but that's okay. You can just watch my stream for now.
Okay.
So you see this position on the screen?
Yep.
Okay. To train our spider senses, also known as our tactics, what you have to do, what are we thinking about in every position?
We are thinking about
This is
what we
hard.
can attack, what was threatening us, and what we can threaten.
Yes, there we go. Okay, we're gonna drop in another 200 elo. So let's actually start over here. So what are they attacking?
Whatever you're with the white.
We're white, yeah.
Okay. What are they attacking? They are attacking.
Oh,
Bless you.
thank you. It's a trick question. Nothing.
Oh,
They're not
no,
attacking there.
nothing.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
But okay, so
They're attacking my intelligence.
exactly. What can we play?
We can play a lot of things. There's a lot of things on the board that we can play.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't do much. Like the pawns don't really do anything. We can play.
Think checks and captures every time, right?
We can play the rook. Play the rook. No.
No, I don't like the rook.
No.
I
No,
do
the
like
rooks
checks
suck.
though.
Yeah, you're right.
We love checks.
You like checks.
Yeah.
I like checks too. I just have to find it. So, where is the check? You can play the pawn? Does that check? Doesn't really check.
I think maybe we're thinking about this the wrong way. What if we think about checks the way like we identify where our opponent's king is, and then look at all the squares around him that we can go to? Does that make more sense maybe for you? Because I think we're struggling a little bit to identify where checks are. But for example, here we should look at all immediate squares around the king, right?
Yeah.
Because the closer you are to the king, the more likely it is to be a check. There's nothing we can do to check on e6. Nothing we can do to check on f6. Nothing on d8. Nothing on f8. But we do have rook to f7. Now, this loses a rook, so we don't like that, but it is a check. Okay, let's keep looking. Anything else? We only have one other piece that can check. So where can it go to check?
Oh, the queen can go to g5.
That is correct. And that is checkmate. You look like stumped. It's okay. I think today was honestly a lot, but this is a.
I feel like I used all my brain power in that game.
It's so honestly so valid, but that is why like we're gonna.
How did you do this every day?
Dude, you just get used to it. Like you just get used to it. Trust me. When you're like kind of forced to do it, you just grind through it, and then at some point it becomes muscle memory. But
How many hours of chess did you play as a kid?
Like probably 7, 8.
And in addition to school?
Yeah, in addition to school, is way too many. Way too many. I skipped a lot of school though. I didn't go to school I missed more than a full year's worth of classes. When I was in high school, I missed. Yeah,
Just to play chess?
Just to play chess, yeah.
That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy. It's honestly just trains your pattern recognition. Doing puzzles is just pure pattern recognition. There is nothing more to it. You do not need to be smart. You do not need to be particularly good at anything. You just need to do this a lot. That is why I think it's so interesting that Tyler 1 got to 1900 and everybody was like, oh, how did he get a 1900? Because I was kind of saying from the start, if you just put in enough time, you can get anywhere in chess. It's not like, it is a hard game, and obviously if you're smarter and you're more attuned to it, you can obviously get there faster. But you can give chess to like a 3-year-old and just tell them to play for 20 years for 10 hours a day, and they'll probably be a grandmaster like 90% of the time. It's just it's just kind of a thing that you have to just go through. Like you just got to force your way through it. And you can either have a parent force it through because we're Asian, or you can have Tyler 1's mental capacity, which is honestly, yeah.
Did you play piano as well?
I did, yes. Did you?
Oh, that's crazy. Your parents force you to do chess and piano?
I like piano. I
Okay, so
voluntarily,
that was your like getaway from chess.
I voluntarily played piano, and I insisted that we get like an old like stand-up piano at home because I genuinely like playing piano. Until I didn't, and after which they were like, yeah, whatever. But as long as you play chess, so
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But I did like piano. I was a big fan. And then it was just too hard to get better, which is the same problem people face in chess. At some point, you hit a wall, and then you have to like push yourself even more. And that's when people like kind of quit, I guess. I mean, I don't know if Tyler one really quit or
you said anyone can get to grandmaster level if they play long enough and recognize enough patterns. But like, what separates the top chess players from?
Oh, you're
everyone
never
else?
getting there. Don't even try. You are never going to become that 2700 grandmaster. I'm sorry. I said grandmaster, okay? Let's keep our standards realistic. By grandmaster, I mean you can be like a 2500 grandmaster that slowly loses rating to little kids every single year because you hit that, and then all of a sudden like it's like, oh well, the next step is way too freaking hard to get to and there's no point. So then you just slowly go down. That's a lot of grandmasters out there. No, this is not a diss or anything, but I think a lot of people in chess are like, or I guess a lot of people maybe make fun of older grandmasters in chess when they're like 60 years old and only 2380 or something. And I don't think that's really something you should be making fun of them for. In fact, it's something that should be like, wow, it's really impressive that they got to grandmaster level. And good on them for enjoying like the rest of their life in a way. They still did the thing. Just because you got there and then dipped below doesn't mean that you weren't good at some point. I think that's one of the things that chess has this sort of mentality around that's really interesting, where titles are forever. You can get worse over the years and your title remains because you had to put in the effort to get there. So a 2500 grandmaster is by no means the same as a 2700 rated grandmaster. Not even trying to portray them as the same. But I do think that a 2500 grandmaster is relatively... It's not easy. Don't get me wrong. It's freaking hard, but much more doable than like a 2700 grandmaster.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a exponentially, it gets exponentially harder.
I mean, same thing with YouTube. Like, if you're trying to be the best of the best, like the top 50 YouTubers in the world, it's gonna be exponentially harder if you just want to get to like, then if you want to get to like 1 million subscribers or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I think you have a pretty good handle of it because you've gone through your own set of challenges and you've gone through previous like Shaolin temple training and all that. So I think you got it. Yeah. But honestly, let me know next weekend if you want more help.
Okay.
I can dedicate some time to this project. And
this
away.
has been cool.
Hell yeah.
Did chat enjoy it?
Chat tends to enjoy most things. They're just happy if I'm live. I tend to forget to tell them that I'm going live, so they're just happy to be here. We enjoy everything. It's true, yeah. So chat really enjoys it, but yeah.
Someone recognized me as the puzzle dude.
Oh yeah, you did the Rubik's Cube one. Hell yeah.
I did. I also like a bunch of other puzzles.
Oh, I haven't watched that one.
Yeah.
They look cool though. Are you good at puzzles?
I just picked them up, but like it's kind of like chess in a sense where you kind of have to recognize a lot of patterns. So if you solve a lot of puzzles, you start to recognize like repeating steps. Kind of like sometimes if you spin a puzzle, it will do something. Stuff like that.
So chess is very much similar. You'll find out that a lot of patterns in chess are exactly the same, just repackaged. Which is why I tried teaching you the easiest one, the fork. And then checkmates, you just unfortunately have to find yourself. But, you know, always look for checks. Always look for captures. Always think about what does my opponent want to do. And then think about what you want to do. How do I get free stuff? We like free stuff.
Yes.
That is the mantra here. But yeah, thank you so much, Hafu.
Thank you so much for teaching me. I feel like I learned a lot.
Hell yeah. I'm glad. All right. let me know about future scheduling and your plans and all that. I actually never asked why exactly you wanted to learn chess. Like, there's a lot of things that you can learn, not as like a judgment thing or anything, just like out of curiosity. Why chess? What made you
I
decide
feel left
chess?
out. You know, everyone around me plays chess. Everyone online knows how to play chess. I feel like I'm also Asian. If I don't know how to play chess, I feel like I've disgraced my parents. So it's something I gotta pick up at some time in my life. And I found out that you're in Toronto, which is where I am. So it's the perfect match and the perfect time.
Fair enough. Okay, sounds good. Valid reasons. We will meet up in the future very soon. To
Okay,
keep
let's do
working
it.
on this chess journey. Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Sounds good. I'll let
Bye.
you go. See ya. Bye. He's awesome. If you have not checked out his YouTube channel, it is Hafu Go. And he's got a ton of subscribers, and basically what he does is wait, how does YouTube even work? Sorry, I never go on YouTube. Oh, you don't need the @ in the link? But this is his. He does a ton of stuff, like, literally. I don't even know how to describe his channel, but he's not helping me with my new YouTube. I don't think my new YouTube is the one that needs help with. But yeah, he's just a friend of a friend, so. Anyways, we are going to be playing a little game. It's going to be exciting. It's called Mecha Bellum. My new YouTube channel is Nemo Chess. So for a really, really long story short, the main channel is now going to be all my lifestyle vlogs. It's going to be catching up on years and years worth of lifestyle shorts that I have been putting out on Instagram that never made it onto YouTube. It's going to be fashion, exactly. It's going to be foods. Well, foods is actually going to be part of Worth It Food, which is going to get its own channel. But yeah, we are going to be diverting a lot of our energy and attention to some of the things that I relate a little bit more to. But that is going to be my current YouTube channel, so if you're already subscribed, that's cool. And thank you so much, Errol, for the 2 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And outside of that, we are going to be starting up Nemo Chess, which is going to be run by my editing team, kind of the same way that Nemo Chess currently is. So if you want to follow for all the chess related stuff, it is going to be there. But I decided that it's been like 4.5 years of this journey, and I am ready for a new chapter in my life. Used to design lighting. Oh, that's so cool. I wish. I think, well, this year Miu Miu is one of like the biggest, I don't even know what you call it, like fashion sensations, but I love Dior, I love Burberry. There's a huge Burberry down the street, actually. Well, there's a huge Burberry, and I think also a relatively big Dior down the street, and also a huge Louis Vuitton, so it's really cool. But anyways, it's going to be really cool. There's going to be chess content on, we're just kind of like separating the chess content from what I will be spending more of my time on, I suppose. So if you want to follow all the other stuff, kind of like how Nemo Chess has its own dedicated Instagram, we're also going to be having, how frequently would I mentally do coaching sessions like this? Well, let's be real. I think I did one this whole year, and it's December 21st, so tells you precisely why I charge $500 per hour. It's free if you are a friend, but you can tell. You can tell. I really don't mind helping out friends every now and then. I think, once again, I want everybody who gets into chess to have a pleasant experience and to enjoy it, because I myself didn't get the best experience playing it growing up. That does not mean that I want everybody else to have an equally miserable experience, right? I want everybody who gets into it to have fun and to enjoy and to remember that at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a fun game and it's supposed to be something that you can play with others. And I think that's just really, really important to me personally because I did not enjoy it growing up. So we want to make it more fun. And even though I don't necessarily relate to what a lot of people say or share about the game, I think I'm trying to make it so that people don't even have to worry about that. Like, don't even worry about the chess community overall. Just have fun. Just enjoy it. You can play the game however you want to play it. I do play a lot of poker, yeah. My answer to that would depend every now and then. Sometimes I actively hate it, and sometimes I just don't enjoy playing it that much, which is why nowadays when I only play bullet, which is my preferred time control. I do enjoy chess commentary. I much prefer hanging out in a chess space, however you want to call it, than me, myself, participating in the game, if that makes sense. I really enjoy things like Singapore, where I get to watch those two guys battle it out for 7 hours, and I'm not the one actually doing it. Like, I think I'm just very aware of my own preferences. I would love to do chess commentary. I would love to be like the one being like, haha, you guys are still here for 7 hours. No, I'm joking. But anyways, you get my point. Like, it's a lot more. As long as I'm not the one that has to be in the fish tank playing for 8 hours a day, I'm totally like cool. But yeah, you'll probably not see me in the Olympiad unless, once again, it's a really good deal or something. But yeah, we are actually going to be, like Hafu said, actually, the mental capacity for chess is a lot, which is why we're actually going to be taking a little break from chess and also from poker. We're going to be playing poker after, but we are going to be playing a game called Mecha Bellum. The real fish are the players, not at the aquarium. Exactly. So this is going to be a game called Mecha Bellum. Let me actually pull it up so you guys are able to see. I'm sure chat's fine. I don't think we need to worry about chat. I know you guys can't hear audio yet. We will get it up and running very soon. It takes me a moment. Oh, you love this game? You've already played? Okay, that's awesome. That is really, really, really awesome. Thank you, Mr. Bitter. Thanks so much for having me, actually. We gotta change stream titles and all that stuff. So this is a bit of an auto battler, a bit of a wartime strategy type game. There's honestly a lot going on. So the best way, this can be multiplayer. You can play against other people. This is a bit of a build your own adventure, if anything. There is a lot of different ways you can play. I'm playing solo campaigns, but if anybody gets the game, you can also come over and let me know your username and I can play it against you if you would like. But yeah, let me first get the audio actually working. It's also quite loud in my ears. Sounds. System. Sound. Volume mixer. Okay, there we go. Browser. Okay, are you guys able to hear it now? Let me know if it's too loud. Technically, all games are variants of StarCraft. Damn. Yeah, okay, so multiplayer is where the game is at its best. So everyone, you guys should try it. And I also want everyone to try it because I played practice against bots earlier and I lost really badly. So maybe playing against viewers is going to be the way to go. But I actually tried practice mode and I managed to not do well. So please, someone come save me. I don't know if it's because bots are really good in this version or if I'm really just new so far, but yeah. Oh, also, if you're watching on YouTube, you should come over to Twitch. Okay. 2v2 is all